the deeply cynical, violently cutthroat ecosystem of multi-billion-dollar corporate labor relations, there is a fundamental, terrifying moment when a unified front officially collapses into a chaotic, cannibalistic civil war. Is the exact moment when the working-class membership of a labor union suddenly wakes up, looks at the spreadsheet, music, and realizes that the millionaire executives negotiating on their behalf are not actually fighting for the survival of the collective, but are instead aggressively protecting their own individual portfolios. For months, the WNBA Players Association has actively weaponized the mainstream media, projecting a completely fabricated, highly sanitized image of unbreakable sisterhood. Music, they proudly paraded their strike authorization votes, attempting to convince the billionaire ownership group's music that the entire league was fully prepared to walk away from the 2026 season. But as the catastrophic season-ending March 10th deadline rapidly approaches, music, the psychological warfare orchestrated by the owners, has successfully cracked the foundation of the union. The WNBA locker rooms are currently tearing themselves apart from the inside out. The rank and file players, the women who rely exclusively on their WNBA minimum salaries to survive, are officially staging a public mutiny against an
control, where she will not have another incident like the one where she slammed into Caitlin Clark, but she's out of the league.
The crowd's reaction.
Lexie Brown is not happy with the moves that Breanna Stewart, Nafisa Keir, and Nneka Egwuem have been pulling, and she took it upon herself to stand up and speak out. Let the absolute gravity of that internal betrayal echo in the minds of the ownership groups when a highly respected veteran publicly attacks the specific named members of the union's executive committee. It is a formal declaration of zero confidence. Lexie Brown is looking directly at the union leadership and officially stating, "You do not represent me. You do not represent the middle class. You are making demands that the owners will mathematically never agree to, and you are actively risking the cancellation of the season to satisfy your own egos by stepping in front of the microphones and refusing to toe the company line." Music, Brown has instantly become the undisputed voice of the silent, terrified majority within the locker rooms. She is the physical embodiment of the working class frustration that has been secretly boiling behind closed doors for the past 60 days. And this frustration is not just a vague, generalized anxiety. It is rooted in the cold, hard, unvarnished mathematics of the owner's latest collective bargaining proposal. The executive committee has been aggressively trying to convince the players that the owner's current offer is insulting and disrespectful. But the rank and file players actually read the proposal. They looked at the guaranteed base salary increases. They looked at the massive, music completely unprecedented concession where the owners agreed to pay for all player housing for the upcoming season. For a player making $90,000 a year, free housing in an expensive metropolitan city is an absolutely massive, life-changing financial victory. Listen to the unfiltered, brutal reality of how the rank and file players are currently reacting to the owner's proposal.
With Angel Reese, with Camila Cardoso, and, the rest of the folks. And then we get to the body check. This was originally ruled an away from the ball foul, but it was obviously a flagrant foul. It really upset a lot of people, which really escalated the issue. And it was really just poor sports